Добрейшего всем вечера, уважаемые зрители и подписчики. Я рад вас приветствовать на своем стриме, где мы будем продолжать проходить Mass Effect 1. Так, сейчас я только отыщу, где у меня кот сидит. Где у меня кот сидит? Так, в общем, первая часть Mass Effect, которую я люблю больше всех. Сейчас я проверю, как у меня идет трансляция. Так. Трансляция у меня идет. Правда, я не слышу звука игры. Возможно, из-за того, что игрушка-то не шибко новая. Ну-ка. Я разверну еще раз.
В источнике Википедия об этом говорится.
Ага, вот, вроде звук игры появился. Так. Ну. Куда Mass Effect теперь делся? Японский городовой, а? Отлично, у меня теперь завис компьютер от всего этого дела. Сейчас разберемся. Вот как говорится, все не слава богу с этой игрой. Но я хочу играть в Mass Effect. Вот. Все. Разобрался. Так. Это мы только что пообщались с советниками. И мы можем пообщаться наконец-то с нашими сопартийцами. Потому что вроде как я собрал уже всю команду. Заодно мы можем пробежаться по кораблю. Это Кайден Аленка, он же Алинка. Спальные капсулы, в которых спят члены экипажа. Знаете, я все же настоятельно рекомендую прочесть такую вещь, как проект Ненормандия. Там касаемо этих спальных капсул есть масса укатайки. Так, мой шкафчик. Возьмем все, ибо пригодится. Как говорится, лишний ствол лишним не бывает. Так, надо пройти обучение спектров. знаменитая доктор Чиквас где-то там, где-то здесь была. Вот она.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
В конце концов, пообщаемся немножечко с личным
How did you end up
составом.
serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to
Бедный
himself.
Аленка.
Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old
Бедный
L2
Аленка.
configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Так-то он хороший парень.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaiden's lucky. He
Кайдену
just gets
повезло, он
migraines.
лишь страдает от мигрений. Помните тот анекдот? От этой болезни либо умирают, либо становятся идиотом. Мой брат умер, а мне повезло.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Тут у нас синенькая сидит.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown
Лиара
up,
Этитовна.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
Все же,
But I
ребята,
am not like Benezia. I
чтобы
will do
хорошо это
whatever I
понимать,
can to help you stop
читайте
Saren.
проект
I
«Не
promise.
Нормандия».
Don't worry, Liara.
Я гарантирую вам просто
you won't
массу
let me down.
позитива от
It means a
данного
lot to hear you say that, Commander.
фика
Thank you.
или фанфика.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Шепард, не
Sometimes
клейся
I
к
would
ней.
run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful.
Да.
Until the Geth
А
followed
еще
me to
тебя
Artemis
кто-то из
Tower.
маминых
I
подружек
never found
стрелять
myself in any
научил.
situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps.
Так
They wanted
матриарх
me to
это
become a leader of
же
our people.
от возраста
Matriarchs
зависит, а ты
guide
всего
their
лишь
followers into
юная
the future.
дева.
They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to
Что-то я
spite
сегодня вообще
Benezia.
не выспался.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepherd. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime.
Короче,
You were
Лиара
touched
к
by
нему
working
клеится.
Prothean
Сама
technology.
клеится. Вот ведь женщины какие пошли.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I
А
only
Шепард
meant that you would be an
идет тролль.
interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species
Ну,
to discover
естественно,
the Citadel.
все любят
We were
Азари.
instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand
Ну
us.
зачем ты об этом-то
The galaxy is
рассказываешь,
filled
Ли?
with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any
А
species
сейчас
and any
пошла
gender.
музыка из кинофильма. Ну, я не знаю, там... Забыл я, как этот фильм называется.
I don't understand. Your
Стриптиз,
species
что
can
ли?
mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper
Спариваться.
term.
Шепард,
Not
как
as you
грубо, а?
understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial
Как я
identities.
своим котом завидую, а?
We then pass these
Спят и
traits on to
всё.
our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Мы
Every
съедаем
relationship
его.
is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner.
Эти-то.
Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her.
Да живая она.
Maybe she passed away.
Баром на Омеге заведует.
You might be right. I hope you are.
А,
But I have
или
no
не
way
на
to
Омеге,
know for
что ли?
sure.
А, да, все верно.
Benezia never spoke
Она
of her
заведует
partner.
баром
Whatever
на...
happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself,
Или...
though that is not uncommon.
Короче, на одной
Many
из...
Asari raise
На
their children
Илюме,
alone,
во.
particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Откуда она это знает?
She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Да уж. Лиара такая классная. Привет, Аленка.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
Аленка.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit
Аленка,
to an
ты
evaluation
жалуешься.
of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Своих же
Jump Zero
облучали.
is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm
Ты нытик.
a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Хороший ты парень, Аленка. Жалко только, что один оттенок синего. Так, ну интенданта я трогать не буду, денег у меня все равно нет. Гарус. Главный калибровщик всея Нормандии.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are
Плохой,
always
хороший
on your back.
полицейский.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I don't like it anymore. I hate it.
Нос не дышит.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means
Айде
endangering innocent
Гарус.
people, then
Айде
no. We get
Собакин
the job
сын.
done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Эшли.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity,
Девочка
have
конкретный
to learn to
ксенофоб.
rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Господи. Леди, вот что вы лезете,
I
куда
don't
вас не
think she's
пустят?
used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Жаль, что руины совсем разрушились. Когти крошатся.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Шепард, Рекс.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Это другое. Это понимать надо.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Everyone.
Ну вот такая вот
And no one's rushing to find a cure.
ерунда.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't
Но
change
ты это
that.
изменишь, Рекс.
Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Рекс. Так. Первых Леору надо защитить. Так, оставим то, что на ней есть. Леоре у нас положен только пистолет. Далее у нас положен только дробовик. Да и пистолет, наверное, тоже. Да. Гларус, вот Гларус. Доспехов-то для этого товарища Турианца пока что нету, да? Пока что нету. Нет, тут щиты получше и выглядит она поцивильнее все-таки как-то, а только это она желтая. Так, попробую что-нибудь толкнуть нашему интенданту.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the
Жуликоватый
licenses
прапорщик.
alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Да. попробуем ему сбагрить всего. Вот эту порнографию надо продавать однозначно. Да. Цены, конечно, ай-яй. Кстати, для курянки что-то дали, ну-ка. Да, смысла нет. Хотя щиты получше. Да и с курянкой нужно пообщаться, с Тали Зорой, Нараей.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you
Grish
alone.
Adams?
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You've got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I should go.
See you later.
Вот, собственно, со всей командой мы и познакомились. Так, кота из комнаты, наверное, надо выпустить. А, нет. Не надо. Не надо. Котя. Котя. Ну хвост может быть в ушах. Пора уже лететь на какую-нибудь миссию.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop it. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Ферус. Постреляем.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Экзогений, колония, тарам-пам-пам. Ну, короче, все мы знаем эту историю. Какая посадка шикарная. Короче, мы идем на выход. Так. Геты, значит, понадобится стали. И, наверное... Эшли. Или лучше взять Леру. Да, вот так и пойдем.
Equalizing interior pressure with
Так.
exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Файдань, что ли, или Фаньдань? А, да.
We saw your ship.
Талакани.
Faidan wants to speak with you immediately. Who's Faidan? He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Look out! I've lost shields.
Так. Жестянки. Так, ну здесь еще ведь есть супостаты. Нет? Есть. Угу. Блин. Так, Алиару-то я не это самое еще. Да и талии надо немножечко прокачать, да? Вот так вот.
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thick.
The geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
Да, всем вам мы поможем. Всем поможем, обещаю.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Однако я крут. Так. Бедные геты.
I don't want to die. Please, don't let me die.
Нет, ребятки, супротив Шепарда вы все-таки слабаки.
Clear.
Однако. Да надо же. Я их положил в одиночку.
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Ну, Файданить мы сообщить что успеем. Пока наберем побольше лута. Или ж хабара. Да, вспомнил я, как это делается.
Oh god! They're everywhere!
Снова левелап. Так, и трансляция точно идет, а? А то я уже, честно говоря, тут ни в чем не уверен со всем этим делом. Да. Трансляция точно идет, а? Да что ж такой-то? Ладно. Дадим Тали пистолет. Ага. Вот сюда-то нам и надо. Не попал. Попал.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Сейчас дадим воду в колонию.
The system has not yet activated. I do not believe we are finished yet. We should look for another valve.
Варны. Голодные злые варны. Ну правильно, теперь у нас котик сюда хочет. Ну. Никого нет вообще. Так. Отдачу убьем вообще. Так. Да уж. Не везет Гету.
There, that did it. The system is active.
Ну, естественно, система is active.
So much suffering, so much death, yet still they stay and fight.
Этот блаженный.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the...
Бедняга.
Trying to get to the...
Бедняга. Как его Тирианин-то корежит, а?
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Faidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Бедняга.
Look out!
Да уж, гетов мы рвать научились. Так. Не помню я как активируется панцелинчик. Кто там Лиару все время обижает? Лиара вечно под пули лезет. Так, Тали. А тут всегда искусственный интеллект игрушки начинает тупить. Потому что вечно у меня здесь напарники разбегаются. Угу. А, здесь я уже был.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts
Сейчас
against the Geth.
доложимся о квестах.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny Headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny Headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem. Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage? Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her. What's wrong with the colony's power supply? May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do. You mentioned something about a food shortage. Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him. Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Pharos in general. Of course, Commander. There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours? That would be Ian. He's very sick. He seems to be more than just sick. He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander. I'll talk to you when I learn more. Good luck, Commander.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Ну, хоть что-то.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
Лицензия у него есть? Нет.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Уже хорошо.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I see no major injury, but something must be causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
They tried to build a life here, but now all they have are ruins.
Тарианин, во всем виноват Тарианин.
Commander? What can I do for you?
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Идем на шоссе. Шла Саша по шоссе и сосала сушку. Level up. Так. Но мы не пойдем пешком, знаете почему? Потому что здесь есть Мако.
Location through the geth interference.
Ах ты шайтан, Арба. А пули летят. Пули. Беззубик, ну ты вот что делаешь, а? Беззубик. 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 Стрелять научись, да? Геты. С такой зондеркомандой только так гетов изничтожать можно. Пачками.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
А это местная корпорация зла, Exogeny.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Commander Shepard. I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
Can you trust too easily, Juliana?
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving despite everything the Geth have done to them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny Headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny Headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Ну, вот честно, ездить на этом вездеходе одно удовольствие. Ну да, пока он не словит диагоналку. Или пока он не сядет на брюхо. Но, на мой взгляд, по катушке это круто.
us for this. The Skyway is crawling with Geth.
Package is secured. We're leaving now.
Shut down the comm. We've got incoming Geth. Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Да, геты. Опять Лиару застрелили. This easy.
The geth is moving rather quickly. Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
Защитное поле.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need another way in.
Ёшкин-матрёшкин. И такое бывает. Что? Отсюда? Ладно, все равно зрителей нет, так что